What's up, y'all, and welcome to another Inazuma 11 Victory Road news video. There has been another content creator committee meeting. I don't remember actually what they're called. It's been a while since we've done one of these, where where the content creators of Japan have talked to Hino, and they've communed like Moses laying down his 10 commandments. That's what they're about to do to us. They're about to tell us the big news of all of these things that weren't explained in the presentation they did, the 19-minute presentation. I don't know what there is left to be explained, but apparently some things. And we have some tweets to go off of. Some Japanese tweets. And I have Google translated these tweets. And so I'm going to use all of my knowledge of interpretation from my many, many years of doing this. We're going to see what we can discern. But, fair warning, we may discern something wrong. Consider this all speculative until we get proper official confirmation, translated confirmation from Hino himself or the Inazuma 11 Twitter or whatever. But we're going to try and discern what we can here. We're going to see what we can do, and we're going to have some fun doing it. So if you're excited, like, comment, subscribe, and all that classic YouTube stuff. Anyway, so big old TV Pekka-chan here. Shout out to TV Pekka-chan. For the latest information on Inazuma 11 Victory Road, please see the following. This is something that could not be announced at the final spec presentation. An official announcement will be made at a later date. Right, so first things first. The Hyperdimension Gorge, which, for those who don't know, is this little blue bar down here. This blue bar that's split into two little segments. Let's learn about it. When the gorge reaches max, you can use the Super Dimension Strengthening twice. So, here's where we use our first bit of discerning, our first bit of brain power. And I did double check my homework with Inazuma Frontier's homework to see whether or not we landed on the same answer. And in this case, we did. In this case, Fighting Spirits, Mixi-Max, all of that kind of stuff. I think it's somewhere along... Yeah, like there's this image I've got. Where, if we move along here, we can see the different stuff. So we've got Fighting Spirits, Armed, Souls, Mixi-Max, the other Awakening, swapping your bodies, and then something else we're going to talk about in a little bit. So we've got the Hyperdimensional Gorge here. Let's learn about it. So you can use it twice. So as you can see, there's two segments. Using it uses up a segment. Fantastic stuff. When the sorry, we've already read that. Secret Book changed to Secret Stone, Super Dimension Stone. Okay, I'll be honest with y'all. My brain is failing me on Secret Book change to Secret Stone, Super Dimension Stone. This is where I need you guys to come in. What does Secret Book change to Secret Stone? I'm assuming Secret Book is an item. Change to Secret Stone, Super Dimension Stone. Maybe the Secret Book, if you use it, will increase your Hyperdimension Gorge? Arms up in the air for this one. I am surrendering. Wave the white flag. Okay, and then we've also got... so that is the Hyperdimension Gorge. Yeah. We've got the Abilar board here, which we know about. The big old skill tree-esque thing. Let's learn about some more. A system where you can learn new skills automatically as soon as your Abi board level increases. The first 3 slots are character-specific special moves that cannot be overwritten. For instance, Axel with Fire Tornado, Mark with God Hand, etc. From the 4th onwards, you can learn special moves yourself. Real skills use the special move slot. If you teach a Pokemon 2 of the same moves, the move will evolve. If you teach it 2 Fire Tornadoes, it'll become Fire Tornado Kai. So, for instance, I mean, there's an explanation there. So, we've Axel, who has Fire Tornado, and we teach him Fire Tornado again through the use of these, like, stone things, I think it is. These, like, items, these stones. And then his Fire Tornado, instead of just having 2 Fire Tornadoes, he has Fire Tornado Kai. You know what I mean? Fire Tornado +1, whatever you want to call it. It goes up a Fire Tornado level, essentially. And I think it's the same thing where there's, like, 6 slots. Yeah, no, here it is. Regarding skill evolution, it is virtually impossible to develop the ultimate skill up to G5 because there are 6 special move slots, 3 of which are fixed, can only evolve to G4 at most. So, in the original games, it was 4 are fixed, though in Go, technically none of them were fixed. But basically, it was 4 are fixed, 2, it was your own moves that you could choose. I want to give Axel Rodeo Clown. But in this, it's going to be 3 are fixed, and 3 are up to your imagination. Brill. Mode change implemented for some characters such as Fubuki. See, this is the big news of today. You can switch modes using the Hyperdimension Gorge. It is different from Kazuna Trans. Mixie Max. And the other thing that they're doing, the body swap thing that I don't remember the name of. So this is basically saying Sean to Aiden. And that is the exciting thing. It is over here. Over here. We have alter egos are coming back. I really hope they bring back Scotty Banyan. I'm curious who's going to get an alter ego here. Obviously, Sean. You'd imagine... Who else would get an alter ego? Scotty Banyan? Who did it in the original? In 2? Dvalin did as well. Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, there you go. Sean and Aiden will be alter egos again. That's exciting. I imagine that's because they needed to put the Sean Aiden stuff in. I don't know whether or not anyone else is going to have any access to that. But Sean and Aiden can swap. Let me know in the comments who you think will get the alter ego treatment. Because I actually can't think of any other examples. There must be another example in like Ares or something. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. That's exciting. But yeah, that's the big news of today. If you take anything away from today, it's that alter egos are back. I think. Number of all techniques included, the largest in the series. All techniques that are important in the past story are included. It is not yet known how many techniques not included in the anime will be included, so a specific number cannot be given. So basically what's saying, all the ones that will be in Chronicle mode that you expect to be in Chronicle mode, they're in. They've made the cut. But the ones that were just game exclusive, we're not sure how many of those have made the cut. You get me? Okay, real skills is the last little thing here, the last bullet point. Because it is a gathering of beginners in the story of Unmei's arc, special moves are not used much. It would be strange if special moves were used frequently from the beginning of the story, therefore they are introduced as a prelude to special moves. This is interesting because I think the way they're doing this Unmei story, in terms of they're really committing to this being people who have not played football before, it's a new team, is cool. I think it's cool. I can see a lot of people going, to Inazuma 11, just give them, come on, just give them special moves. Todd learned Comet Shot straight away. So can Briar, you know what I mean? But I think real skills are obviously meant to be the middle ground between, oh, you learn real skills, then you learn your moves. And I think real skills are included here as, real skills use the special move slot. So if you teach someone a real skill, you know what I mean, you're teaching them a special move. Whether or not that means that, say, some players will have one of their 3 locked-in moves as a real skill. I don't know, potentially. Which feels a bit lame, but who knows? Maybe that's the case. But I guess we need to learn more about real skills before I start really judging that. So there are prelude to special moves. That's a bit more information on them because I know they're a little bit confusing. So it's nice to have a little bit more context there. And then I think that's basically all the main bullet points covered. There's also a little update on avatar editing function has been improved and hair color can be changed freely. And then, let's just have a look at this image, actually. Is there anything exciting hiding back here? Not really, just, yeah, change the hair color. Nice. And then we've got this from Saiyan Meron Pan, saying that special moves, this is to do with the appearance of special moves and the voices of special moves. The characters that appeared in the anime are implemented, including their voices. So, for instance, when, I don't know, Mark, I think there's an example provided of kind of when Victor uses, Doom Sword Slash. Yeah, so when Victor, I assume that's Victor, uses Doom Sword Slash, he says the name of the technique, but when Mark uses it, he doesn't say the name of the technique, which makes sense. And again, here we're sort of saying it acquires 3 moves that level up. The remaining 3 slots can be used freely with secret stones to evolve if duplicated. The responsibility of the same technique will be used differently in updates. So, okay. So, going back to, come on, Google Translate, come on, lads. I'm relying on you. Due to the fact that some items have not yet appeared in the anime, a specific total number has not been given. We know that. Skill evolution, we know this. But costume changing, so for freezing dance, the costume changing is only Shizendo, which is interesting. But yeah, so it seems like that, I guess, the players will say the move. If like strikers, they'll say the move if it makes sense for them to say the move. If it doesn't make sense for Mark to say, I guess, Doom Sword Slash, then he's not going to say Doom Sword Slash, is he? And obviously some players won't say any move because it wouldn't make sense. You're not going to see, I don't know, Todd say any move. Keep going back to Todd. I keep bullying Todd in this video, but he's not going to say anything, is he? Maybe he'll say Comet Shot, who knows? Or Rolling Thunder. What was it, Rolling Thunder or Leaping Thunder? I can't remember. Anyway, I think that's all the news we've got today. I know it's not much, but it's exciting to know that alter egos are coming back, and it's always nice to check in. I've somehow squeezed 10 minutes out of this. How does he do it? Nobody knows. I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a nice day, Link in the description to everything to do with this, to do with Pega-chan's Twitter, Sarah, well, how do you pronounce it? Saiyan Meronpan's Twitter, and Inazuma Frontier if you'd like to read a different perspective, if you'd like to read their analysis, which is probably a bit better than mine on it. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one.